and welcome to the NXT review. I'm Adam Wilbourn from WhatCulture, joined by Michael Sidgwick from WhatCulture, here to review everything that happened on last night's episode of NXT. But before we get into it, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. Where we do daily wrestling podcasts where we're not going to review the show formerly known as NXT 2.0. Friday Night SmackDown, AEW, Dan O'Man. Collision. Pay-per-views, premium live events. We have interviews, roundtable discussions, and a roundup of the week complete with a big quiz, of course, on WrestleCulture. As I said, though, joined by Michael Sidgwick to review last night's NXT. This was a bit of me.
It was dreadful slop.
Exactly.
Dreadful slop. Was there anything that... Oh, my God, the finish of this main event. Oh, my God. Just when you think Shawn Michaels couldn't get any dumber, you go and totally get even worse. But on the subject of Dumb and Dumber,
exactly,
there was a reference to Dumb and Dumber on last night's NXT show, and I reckon Adam Wilbourn just achieved the Nirvana twice.
There was several moments on this show where I went, I'm fairly certain you could just pepper even just one of these moments on like NXT Black and Gold, and I would have been like,
best show ever?
Maybe this show isn't so bad after all, you know, because they're referencing one of the greatest films of all time, and some of the developments with a variety of storylines made me very happy indeed.
The very best of all time for you?
What, this show? Oh, the best? Oh, Dumb and Dumber.
What's your Letterboxd top 4? I know you don't have a Letterboxd. What's your top 4 favorite movies? What?
It's a great question. I'm just ready to find out what the answer is.
I'm going to try and limit myself.
Get yours as well?
No, international man of culture, Adam Wilbourn. Let's have it. Have you watched 4 films?
Yeah, I've told you. I am going through watching Gladiator in 6 parts. Very good. No spoilers, please. No, I've seen Gladiator before. Probably, if I had to pick one Jim Carrey film, oh man, that's the Sophie's Choice for me of films, isn't it? I would go probably The Mask.
I knew you were going to say The Mask.
The Mask is the GOAT.
I mean, I told you my story about The Mask is when I was like, women.
Yeah.
Hello, Cameron Diaz.
For a variety of different reasons.
It was a sexual awakening, quite frankly. And I remember, got The Mask. You can either go at like 11 a.m., 1:30 p.m., whatever. And I was like, they're doing it again, man. Why don't you stay here and watch it? I want to watch Cameron Diaz again.
So that'd be on there. I genuinely, as an actual proper film, I love Drive. I think Drive's great. Sensational. The other two, I don't really know. I'm not really like a film. I mean, can I put all of the Mission Impossible films in there as one?
You can pick your favorite 2, I guess. That's how it works.
MI2.
It's 4. So
you don't need 2, do you? You just need 1. Wilbourn just needs 1 for Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible 2.
Yeah.
Like the other ones are better, but come on, what are we doing? Run that bastard down. And then I don't know, 4th one now. What's actually like a critically acclaimed film that I should put in as well?
You don't have to do that. Don't be pretentious.
I feel
like your 4 favorite.
At least 2 of mine.
I'll put in the film I've seen the most. There we go.
If you want.
Mask of Zorro.
I remember that. The Mask of Zorro.
Yeah. That was because we got stuck on holiday, and it was like, we were in like this French chateau, and it was like, they had like, this is back in the day, so they had like 4 tapes, and it was like, should we watch Mask of Zorro again? It's raining, so we can't do anything outside. Get it on. Get Catherine Zeta-Jones on. Let's go.
Mine.
Go on. I'm intrigued by this.
Tremors.
Of course. Yeah. Oh, I should have guessed that. I feel stupid now.
Tremors is 90 minutes, which is the perfect length of any movie. 90 minutes of hilarious, wonderful adventure, tension, triumph, comedy, romance. It is so beautiful, great rural backdrop, sense of community coming together, wonderful practical effects, so much heart in that movie. It's unbelievable, really clever in ways that I don't think it gets anywhere near enough credit for. See, here's an example, right? They play with the trope of the couple getting attacked by the monster. And you see it in so many movies, and you see it in so many parodies of movies, and da-da-da-da. But it's not just some young couple having sex. Hot action by the side of the road. No the serial killers come. They add an emotional slant to it by having it being like this sort of like doctor who plays a part in the plot earlier, but nearing retirement age with his wife, and they're building this lovely clear glass ceiling or whatever on their property that they're building with a retirement fund. And that's when it's very early in the film, and that's when the worm gets them, and it's like, but it's class because it's like,
yeah,
because they're nearing retirement and they're building this lovely life for themselves. You get a sense like within minutes, it's so resourceful of this relationship, and like the rest of them just have lived their life. All I have to do now is retire happy, and then so much more sympathetic than two hot teenagers getting it on. Tremors is absolutely wonderful. I'm going
to watch it.
It's amazing. Another romp.
He's not going to watch
it. I was Googling it there to see if it was on Netflix so I can watch it when I'm on the road with Mark Henry.
It's one of those, it's on and then it's off, and then it's on and then it's off. Number 2, Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, I absolutely adore that flick. It's got like a similar theme, like people you wouldn't expect in this kind of situation, like in it, this incredible mystical mystery, so much heart in it, so much wit, a great action. It's just a fantastic picture. Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me.
I was going to say, is there a Twin Peaks film?
Yeah, there is. It's Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me, and that is in the Letterboxd top 4 as well. Just the most harrowing, effective portrayal of what goes on in the darkest family homes, like trauma. It's a sensational film. 4 is a lot harder. I'd be tempted to put Blue Velvet in there. I love My Neighbor Totoro, Studio Ghibli, like the most low stakes, beautiful, like so little peril in it. And I just have a lovely memory of my children with being at Kielder, which is a beautiful sort of forest area in rural Northumberland, and we'd had a lovely family holiday. And whenever we do a family holiday, when we get back, either driving or flying, it's always the same. We've got no food in. Sort that out the day after you get back. But the day you get back, it's Domino's Pizza and a movie. And it was just a beautiful thing because, like, Frances had driven, so she was upstairs having a nap. And Charlotte doesn't really like films a great deal because she's still quite young, doesn't have the best attention span. But we just sat there, arms around them both, on the couch, 90 minutes. It was just a lovely memory I've got. Either that or Blade Runner. The final speech in Blade Runner. Now, the whole film's fantastic, but the idea of it being like this famous ad-lib, it's like, not only is it this incredible, iconic speech perfectly performed, but the idea of a replicant doing an ad-lib and having consciousness just feeds into the fiction of it. So it's the perfect film. So one of them two I can't decide on the spot. Nicholas, what are yours?
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing. You're giving this incredibly in-depth detail. Like, cinema. Yeah, probably Mask and Mask of Zorro.
Yeah.
Any other Mask films going around, I can chuck in there?
Man in the Iron Mask.
Man in the Iron Mask. Have a bit of that.
Yeah, they did like DiCaprio.
That. Yeah.
They did a second Mask.
Son of the Mask. Yeah, that one didn't go so well.
Yeah. Was Cameron Diaz in that one or not?
No, that was Jamie Kennedy.
Jamie Kennedy, yeah.
Mistaken, yeah.
Of WhatCulture.com?
No. Not of WhatCulture.com, different one.
He was in a Predator with them guns.
Yeah. Jack. Inside Llewyn Davis.
I've never seen it,
Great film, my favourite film. Current favourite film of all time.
Yeah.
The Long Goodbye. Great film.
Goodbye.
Yep, that's it.
You, man.
It's only an hour long. And that's it. 1 hour long. Just goodbye.
Again, I need to see that.
Yeah, great film.
Is that the one we went to see in LA?
We went to see the elevator from it, yeah.
Who's in it?
It's Elliot Gould, a young Elliot Gould.
Yeah.
And it's a Robert Altman special. It's very good.
I've only ever seen shortcuts, I think, by him.
Do you like Raymond Chandler, the novels or not?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's basically the Long Goodbye is that, but it's their take on it. It's very different. Lost in Translation.
Not a fan, sadly.
That's a shame. You can all be wrong about something. And Alfie 2004 is my guilty pleasure. That's my one I've watched the most.
Is that when Jude Law's just shagging about?
That is the one, mate. Hangover film. Perfect hangover
The
film.
Hangover. I should have put that in mind.
Yep.
Euro Trip, probably.
Euro Trip. Road Trip.
Van Wilder, Party Leaders.
Yeah.
I'm going to ejaculate. I always stuck out of that scene is living with me forever.
Is Euro Trip Scotty Doesn't Know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some classics right there.
Debbie Does Dallas for You.
Loves it.
I was going to say, I was thinking, can I put all 4 Jackass films in?
Hey, it's your list.
Entourage the movie. That's class.
Shut up, man.
Right, what are we talking about? Oh, yeah. More
NXT.
cinema. NXT. The show opens. I do like Blake Monroe's entrance with the mirror. That does look very nice. With it's the narcissist, basically, isn't it? Obviously. Also liked the...
You with your deep cut 93 Fed.
I also did like the... Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline on the ring. And I was like, I genuinely wasn't sure if that was just a new sponsor or they just put that on only for Blake Monroe's matches and I hadn't noticed.
No, there's a new sponsor.
Yeah. But yeah, it was straight away into Blake Monroe and Kehlani Jordan, who didn't mess about, ran down straight away, took her down with a basement drop kick. But Blake Monroe comes back with a sling blade and rolls around on the Maybelline ads. Jordan comes back with a handspring stunner and a half crab. Monroe has to get to the ropes. During all this, by the way, we see someone, who could it be, arrive, step out of a car. Jordan comes back with a sort of angle slam, but then Blake Monroe headbutts her out of the air, hits a running knee strike, gets a near fall, sets up for the finish, but all of a sudden, the music for a different Jordynne Grace, hits. Out she comes wearing a neck brace, and as I saw people saying online, Blake Monroe does what CM Punk should have done on night 1 of WrestleMania, legs it, runs to the back entrance, jumps straight away into a waiting SUV.
I don't recall CM Punk being cashed in at WrestleMania. That would be SummerSlam.
Sorry, yes.
That would be Way of the Dragon.
Blake Monroe loses, unsurprisingly, considering she's left the arena, loses by count-out.
Okay. This was pretty all right while it lasted, but then, silly me, I forgot that the matches in NXT are a backdrop to some stupid story or other.
Yeah.
That was my mistake, getting into this. Momentarily getting into the action. What a silly error. Rookie mistake, one might say. I know it was all right. Well, it lasted.
They worked well together, didn't they?
Yeah, they did work well together. Maybe they should run that back at some point when it matters. Is the implication here... I'm going to be a hypocrite because one incredibly contrived thing, didn't care for it. Something else in the show, very contrived, but knowingly and hilariously contrived, was the implication that she kind of knew Jordynne Grace was on the hunt, so she'd set up a car waiting for her outside to get out of there as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I couldn't work this out, whether that was the case. Or
I'm being generous there.
Or whether she jumped into the car, because we saw Jordan step out of the car earlier. She jumped into her SUV, and why at that point would the driver be like, well, someone's in the car, I guess we're shooting now?
Okay, even if it was an Uber, for example.
Yes.
Like, they wouldn't accept the passenger.
No.
Because it was Jordynne Grace's car.
I have no idea.
And she got in the back. I'm assuming she's, if I'm being generous here, I'm going to say that she had arranged with, like, a close friend or associate saying, look, I'm wrestling tonight, but I might have made someone mad who's going to kick my ass. So I'm going to win that match.
Keep the engine running.
Keep that engine running. I need to get out of here because I know what's coming. Maybe that's the case, or maybe NXT stupid. One of the two.
Feels like the cab that Earl Hebner must have had waiting after the screw job.
Yes.
Like it must have been, just keep that engine running.
And then he was like in that hotel room for like 2 days. You know, he was in that hotel room for 2 days.
Just don't leave. If I don't leave, it'll all be fine.
Imagine gauging by his Twitter account, Earl Hebner holed up in a hotel room. What thoughts running through his head?
Wouldn't want to see the bill.
My favourite is the people who are obviously in the know for that, Sean arguably included in all this, who tries to play it off like, oh, bloody hell, what's just happened? Huh? What's happened there then? Anyway, see ya.
If you've never, ever familiarized yourself with Earl Hebner's sadly inactive old Twitter account, you've got to find it. I wish I could remember the art. It's absolutely fantastic. Gauging by the activity he would post, he's probably spent those 48 hours pumping himself up and went out the hotel room thinking he could kick Bret Hart's ass. He reckons he's the boy, doesn't he, Earl Hebner?
I'm just looking at some of his great tweets.
Look, come on. It's better than NXT. Let's go. My favorite is someone tweets. We've been through this before, but every now and then you like to bring back the classics. Someone tweets, "You screwed Bret," and he quote tweets it, which I'm honestly stunned he knows how to do because this guy is a moron. Quote tweets it. No doom ass. It's 20,014.
Some of the hits here.
It's a great pleasure writing the timestamp Earl Hebner's tweets.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Matt Reigns will be loving it.
Oh yeah.
I will get even with M space V space P. The war has just begun. Nobody it's on me.
The best thing is, right? The best thing is, it's like he inadvertently, because he'll have no idea who this person is. He tweets like drill.
He does, doesn't he?
He tweets like drill if he's somehow unaware. Is this guy who plays like on X Twitter plays a parody of like this guy who thinks he's like hard and cool on the internet. And one of Earl Hebner's tweets is, "I will make you.
I've got
I
it
will
here.
make you look like a dumbass in front of 10,000 people."
There's a couple more I wanted to mention. I can't see the original tweet, unfortunately, from Trent Knight 3, but obviously clearly having a go at Earl Hebner because Earl responds, "First of all, you are stupid. You have all your S out of order," he swears, but I'm not going to make more work for myself. "I guess you are brain dead idiot, GFY." So he invented Jericho's catchphrase. But the best one, completely out of no context whatsoever, no quotes or anything. "I will take your blow, Jay, when you're ready to give it to me."
Oh, what a legend.
Wrestling Twitter, it's not all bad.
It used to be something else, man.
Right, Mr. Chase checks in on Chase U boys. Kel Dixon and Uriah Connors ahead of their tag title match later. They're freaking out, man. Dixon, I think, says, "Mr. Chase, you got to be brutally honest. What do you reckon our chances are tonight?" And Mr. Chase is like, "Ugh. I don't know, boys. I think it's about like 1 in a million." Kel Dixon says, "So you're telling me there's a chance?"
Oh my God.
Well, this show's just peaked.
I thought of you.
And then we got the tag title match against Hank and Tank.
Oh, dear. This is absolute. This was ass.
They get some good early offense in. Super kicks from Chase U and some near falls. An assisted powerbomb got 2 on Hank. Dixon knocks both of them to the outside and does a big running flip dive onto them. But then he comes off the top, misses it, and Hank hits a sort of version of Baron Corbin's Deep Six, a sort of spinning suplex as well in there. They set up in the finish for the pancake, do Hank and Tank, but Uriah Connors takes the bullet for Kel Dixon. They eventually do manage to hit him with that high-low power slam of theirs. 1, 2. I think Uriah Connors tries to dive in to break up the count. Tank stops him, but I think the referee said that Dixon kicked out anyway.
He didn't. He was flat on his back for the 3.
So they get rid of Connors again. They sandwich Dixon, hit him again with their combo finisher, and just do the finish again.
This was...
and then DarkState come down and kick everyone's ass. Hit Tank with an assisted powerbomb.
Yeah, what a complete disaster this was. So the match just was a typical NXT. Some moves happen. Who cares?
Yeah.
Nobody cares. And then this finish is botched beyond belief. And they all like spent about a good 20 seconds short-circuiting do it again. Just do it again. And they did it again, and it looked ass. It's not a good finisher.
No. It was just, yeah. It doesn't help if you've just seen it happen.
The one who isn't doing the power slam does nothing.
It is funny that, you know, like Cena Cody, for example, when they're like, I think with 3 AAs, that's not put them away. I'm going to have to go for like a super AA or a super Cody cutter or whatever it might be. Other NXT logic, do the same finish again and that'll win.
Yeah. It happened to SummerSlam as well when the hip tossed, was it Gacy, and then they missed the ladder.
Yeah.
And then it was like 20 seconds of...
that was fun. They made that quite funny because it's Montez Ford.
Yeah. They went, need all those dominoes to fall. Just do it again.
We see Fatal Influence in the back. Fatal Influence, if you're unaware, by the way, is former North American champion Fallon Henley, Jasmine Nix, and double champ JC Jane. JC says last week didn't go as planned. Lash was taken care of, but Jada Parker's still coming after her. I do like the dynamic between JC and Fallon Henley in particular, where they clearly can't stand each other. But they're like, it's kind of worked out pretty well for us, so let's keep this going. Because Fallon's like, don't forget Masha Slamovich and Ash by Elegance coming after you as well. Speaking of which, the personal concierge, whose name I've discovered today is George Iceman. Amazing. He comes in and tells JC, you know, we're coming for that TNA title. This week, Ash by Elegance is going to take it off her and become TNA Knockouts champion. Make sure you polish up that championship. In fact, he goes to do it himself. And Jason's like, get away from there. And Lacey Reed says, isn't that Jasmine Nix's job? Because she was crap last week. And she's sent off to polish the titles.
Can you recall the exact way in which Fallon Henley told her to do it? It was so cringy.
Like, shine it up nice or something like that.
Shine it up real nice. No, it was horrible. It was horrible. Watch, check it out.
What did you say, sorry?
Shine it up real nice.
Thanks, I just missed
that. Myles Borne is heading to the ring when he bumps into his good pal Tavion Heights, both formerly of the Rank UCC. And it's a lovely moment. Myles is happy that Tavion beat Charlie Dempsey, and now he's on his own. He can make his own impact. And in the meantime, Tavion wants Myles to handle the bloke who's been drinking all the haterade. And that is, of course, Lexis King. Lovely moment between the two of them.
Was it?
Yeah, I liked it. I like both these people. And we saw more from both of them later on. I did also really like...
Oh! Teachable moment!
Not the match.
No, the plug that we got from Vic Joseph for the Professional Bull Riders show on the CW. Should we watch and review that, do you reckon?
Maybe.
Looks terrifying,
I don't know why anyone would do anything like that, to be honest. Then again, I don't know why people go outside.
Then again, we are talking about NXT.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. But
yeah, I mean, I don't.
Izzi Dame
I don't.
is there with Tatum Paxley, telling her that she believes in her. And she says, look, if you win the North American title tonight, you'll no longer have to worry about fitting in with anyone ever again. You'll be in the history books. This is your moment. And Tatum's like inspired by this. She says it's going to make Izzy proud. And before Myles Borne versus Lexis King, we get a fun video from Thea Hail's social media. She's off to get coffee, but she very cleverly, very subtly mixes in sort of sly digs at Nia Jax in there. Like, oh, I hope this coffee's not bitter, like Nia Jax is. Thoughts?
None.
I thought you probably wouldn't have a lot to say about this.
No,
bit.
nothing.
We got Myles Borne versus Lexis King. Myles Borne, I love his drop kick. That's Lexis King sort of is in control early, but Myles hits a huge drop kick on Lexis King out of the air. They go outside. Myles hits a slingshot dive. But when we come back from the break, Borne gets chucked into the steps by Lexis King, and Lexis King, because he's an idiot, targets the ear of Myles Borne. A man who's partially deaf. Well, his weak point must be his ears then. He stamps on it on the steps. He hits it with knees and kicks and what have you. But Borne makes a comeback with some nice Saito suplexes and some knees. And then he hits Borne again. That's the name of his zigzag, which looked better than the last time.
Always has to be a pun, doesn't it?
For the 1, 2, 3.
Or a bit of wordplay. Can I just shock you, right?
Go on.
Not that that feels weird, earnestly appraising a wrestling match on this podcast, right? Lexis King, in those 2 minutes of like his heat control phase, Didn't look half bad.
You.
He looked like he could go. He looked a bit lively. Usually he's so sluggish.
Yeah.
But he looked like he has leaned down.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked like, I don't know, springy. Looked like composed. He looked like he was grappling in there. Didn't look half bad in this match for once.
Then we get a really weird promo from DarkState. They're doing the usual, like, didn't see it coming, that's DarkState, baby. And they're all like doing different lines and what have you. You know, the surprise was actually us that did all the stuff that everyone knew it was us that did it. Hank and Tank, they're targeting, obviously. They were the one who took come out. It wasn't, you know, the Killing or anyone like that. Sugar says we've got them, you know, we've had you in our sights for a while. And then Cutler is like the comic relief. He's like, we're going to be right up your butt. Straight up your butts. And they're both like, anyway, we can kick your ass. What was all this?
I think what this was a concession that absolutely nobody takes these J-Brones seriously as a bunch of like disrupting force. So they're trying to try and be part of, if you notice, it's WWE's, you're absolutely hopeless. Can you try and be funny? Model of, you got the big heel push, did nay work, right? I've just thought of something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Right. Oh, yes. So WWE's thing is, you're going to be a top heel in our program, okay? So go out there, be mean, be sinister, powerful, conniving, whatever. Okay, all right, you're hopeless. Just try and be a clown instead. We saw it with heel Jimmy Uso after SummerSlam 2023.
Something like that, yeah.
We saw it with Solo Sikoa.
Solo, yeah.
Okay, right. We're now seeing it potentially with DarkState. What if Malachi Black, Aleister Black, when they realize, all right, okay, he's not really over. Nobody cares. He's not really getting on any PLEs anytime soon. Why do we bring this dude back, really? It's not really making any impression. Can he just be funny? And then you get Aleister Black's stand-up hour.
Sounds good to me.
So Aleister Black could, you know, for example, say things like, you know, what's your deal with airline food, huh? You seen this? You heard about this? It's not as good as it's on the ground.
Earnestly popped him. Look at him. Gone.
I love it. I don't care about Malachi Black whatsoever, so it sounds good to me.
But that's the pattern, so this is therefore inevitable.
Well, the good news is you're on the SmackDown preview this week, so we can talk more about it there.
Okay, but we can talk about it here as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, you any jokes in style of Aleister Black?
What's better than roses on your piano? Two lips on your organ.
What's better than being up to your neck in whiskey? Being up to your balls in cider. You know, inside her, like, you know, her vag.
But also
nailed
the
it.
based alcoholic drink.
Yeah, should play on words.
That'd be better. Malachi Black explains the joke.
Because
His humor is, do you get it?
my work is very complex, as you know. Sometimes a lot of law needs to explain it, so I'll also explain the jokes for everybody.
Just to circle back, the two lips on your organ joke is funny because the roses on the piano that establishes flower on a musical instrument, but also two lips on your organ could imply a blowjob.
So inside I mean a vag. Other names could be a pushy. Your pushy, it could be a minge. Your bush, your twat, your snatch, your beaver.
Malachi Black explains the joke is a really good bit. I think we fixed him. He thought, you know, I normally talk in riddles. Well, thankfully for you, I would explain the jokes.
Hey, all I'm doing is taking the feedback on board. People say I'm too cryptic. Got any other jokes? What's your favorite joke, Aleister?
You know, what type of bees make milk? Boobies. That actually isn't a type of bee. It's an implication of breast.
Good stuff, Aleister.
What's the name of his special?
Oh. What's his things that he just pick a fight, doesn't he?
Pick a fight.
Pick a fight with Aleister Black.
Pick a fight with Aleister Black, or
It's got to be a pun on the surname Black, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Black comedy.
Black comedy.
Black comedy, it's good.
Black comedy. But the jokes aren't that dark, actually, because he's also explaining the joke in
gotta-
the special.
Black to basics.
Yes, I like that.
Because you go down.
Yes, because he's no longer cryptic now.
Exactly. He's going to the fundamentals, you know? That's the way of life. Sometimes you've got to tell a joke. Sometimes you've got to explain a joke. That's called comedy, guys. Why did the skeleton burp?
He likes his metal genres. What about death comedy jam?
Oh,
death
good.
metal comedy jam.
Yeah.
Shit's like the 90s thing in my music.
The whole
taste.
title. It's like the 90s thing.
You see, it's a double entendre.
You know what else is your joke? It's AEW, and that's why I left.
I'm so excited for Hamlet already to come back on holiday. We've got something still yet.
It's probably not even
We
landed
all agree,
yet.
Matt. We all agree. We all agree. Aleister Black's awesome now. By the way, what has he done? Nothing. But yeah, so that's DarkState, and I'm really happy that they did it now.
Yeah,
and we've come out of this.
Excellent.
Then we
That
got
was quite excellent.
then we got another match we were very excited for yesterday. Nia Jax versus Thea Hail. And it kind of went the way we talked about it should go in terms of, the underdog babyface gets a little bit of hope spot and then just gets murdered by Nia Jax. Thea, scrappy do that she is, immediately jumps up at Nia, gets caught, but goes over into a sleeper. And she just keeps getting battered by Nia Jax, like I say. She gets a drop kick to the knee and comes off the top and just gets swatted out of the air. Thea managed to dodge an elbow drop, though.
Dobbed one as well.
Yeah, and hit a moonsault, but got like one at best.
What's your favourite ride at the fun fair? Is it the Dobbums?
Hale went for a suplex, but nice.
Favourite baseball team? The Dobbers.
Favorite
Elliot
Vince Vaughn, Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller film.
Dobb ball. Yeah, it's good.
I mean, that actually might be on my.
Letterboxd.
Yeah,
It's pretty
it's
great.
incredible. I was genuinely thinking about the.
I quote that film probably once a week.
Mm.
Once a week. It's a bold strategy, Carton. Let's see if it pays off.
What a match! What a sport! I love the commentary
Yeah.
team on that. The Ocho, is that the Ocho as well, isn't it? ESPN 8, the Ocho, I think it's on. Yeah.
The Ocho.
The Ocho. So Jax chokes Thea on the ropes, dumps her to the outside. We go to a break. When we come back, Jax again, still in control, runs her over, drops her with like a wheelbarrow face plant, but misses a charge in the corner. Hale gets a spinning DDT, gets 2, somersault senton, and a sort of coffin drop off the middle rope, gets another 2 count. Head kick, another 2 count. She might win this. No. Goes up top, gets dropped by Nia. Hip strikes, Annihilator, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I didn't think much of this, really. And I'll tell you what, right? But inside baseball. Watch this show 5-ish. Ugh. Get up at 5. This again. And I tell you, every single time, oh, God, it's over. I get the closest thing to like Sunday Scaries that I'll ever get at this job. And it always comes down to, oh, God, I've got to review this. I've got nothing to say. I hope we can somehow arrive at some bit or other. Not that we do them. And we did. Malachi Black explains the jokes. Brian Weddig, if you're familiar with a TV show from a youth called Clarissa Explains It All, that might be the template for something.
Post-match, Kelly Kincaid gets in there with Nia Jax. Talks about Lash Legend accosting her, of course. Her costing Lash Legend last week. And Jax says, I impose my will. Any ring I step in, it's mine. I'm not going to have Lash Legend make a name off my back. I'm a former champion. I've beat legends, champions, Hall of Famers. What's Lash Legend even done? And Lash marches out to the ring. She says, "Nia, you might call yourself the irresistible force, but you're going to find out real quick that your force can't handle my pressure." And they get into a big pull-apart brawl, which can't be pulled apart for the rest of this show.
Yeah, they did this exact same thing with Rusev and Sheamus on Raw. This exact same thing.
You mean they didn't even have them fighting alongside them? Like, if you know what I mean. They should have had Sheamus and Rusev
In the back,
continuing
NXT.
to fight alongside the NXT.
They could have got one of those like little cartoon strip balls.
Yeah. Like the ball of
Feet.
smoke with all the feet and the legs coming out of it. Yeah.
Should have done that. Honestly, these two people deserve, like, prison. What Triple H and Michaels, man, just copying each other's homework. I'm sorry, I'll try not to swear so much.
Well, it's all right now because you get to step away from being Michael Sidgwick and embody another character because we're in Ava's office. Jordynne Grace is in there. Ava says she's not going to yell at Jordynne Grace because she wants to talk about NXT Heatwave.
I'm not going to yell at you, Jordan. We need to talk about Heatwave.
Jordynne says, "Look, I know I'm still wearing my neck brace, but I'm going to be cleared." And Ava tells Jordynne that she's going to face Blake Monroe at NXT Heatwave. I like it warm, I don't like it this warm.
You're going to face Jordynne Grace at NXT Heatwave. I like it warm, but I don't like it this warm.
And Ava knows that she can't be biased.
I can't be biased. That was too much. I can't be biased.
But on behalf of the entire women's locker room,
But on behalf of the entire women's locker room,
hope you kick her ass.
I hope you kick her ass.
Jordynne tells Ava she can count on it. More from Ava in a bit.
Understood.
The NXT champion.
Ava.
NXT champion.
You might as well replace it with AI. Just some
AI,
text
man.
on the screen. It's just, and it's got as much personality as that. The laptop that was the anonymous general manager.
Blink, yeah.
It's got more charisma than Ava Ray.
Power down the same way as well. It's a I'm just thinking of Ava, but you know, on The Simpsons, MacGyver.
yeah, Ava.
Ava.
So, the NXT champion Oba Femi comes down to the ring for a split second here. I thought, what's about to happen? Because he comes down.
Promo train.
Well, yeah, no, I know what happened, but he comes down.
What else do you expect, though, brother? All right, okay.
He comes down, talks about Inamura and Briggs throwing everything that they had at him to try and take his title, but they failed. It's now over 200 days he's held this title, carrying this brand. We're here again, asking the same question. Who's going to step up? Who's going to challenge? Who's going to come and face the ruler? Who's worthy enough to take this title from me? The unfortunate answer is that no one is, because it's meant to be this brand built for the future, superstars of tomorrow. But he looks at the division now, does Oba Femi. It's not looking very bright because he's beaten them all, stomped them all, destroyed them all. The name changes, but the results remain the same. There's one name he didn't beat, of course.
No.
He might be dead, so...
Yeah, Tony D got his Oba Femi's number.
I just thought for a split second, oh my God. And then Trick Williams.
Promo train
comes
instead.
out.
Yeah. Terrible promo train.
Trick Williams comes out and says that he's the biggest dog, not Oba Femi. Let's talk about it. And Oba says, you know, you come out here week after week singing your own praises. Are you trying this hard to convince them? Are you trying to convince yourself? Trick says, no, Oba, I'm trying to convince you. When you think about TNA, when you think about Trick NA, you think about NXT, you think about me. I'm the man carrying two brands. Let's talk about it. And Oba Femi, I like this, says, yes. Let's talk about it, like you say. You're the one carrying, you say you're the one carrying two brands, yet here I am with this NXT title. Trick, let's not forget, I'll always remind you, you could never beat me. Trick says, I knew you were going to say that. But the great thing is, I thought about it, and a couple of weeks ago, I looked into your eyes, and I looked at that title, and I thought to myself, why can't I be the man to officially carry two brands? I'm not the same man you saw a few months ago. I'm a self-made superstar. I made myself him. You keep searching for the man who's going to take you off this mountain. Look no further. I am that man. And then out comes the wonderful Javon Evans. And he says, Trick, I ain't going to lie. Your ass is goofy as hell, boy. You're annoying. I'm out here trying to go after the biggest dog in the yard, which is Oba Femi. And you're out here trying to make this all about yourself. saying you're going to go after the NXT Championship, which is crazy because you can barely defend the TNA Championship. How's that going to work? Trick Williams says, young OG, I've said this once, if I've said it 1,000 times, mind your business while the grown folk are talking. And Obi's like, right, why don't you two just sort it out between yourselves? And Siobhan's like, no, let's make this about Trick. Because I say you and me throw hands, and whoever faces Oba, whoever wins faces Oba for the NXT Championship. And Oba's like, yep, sounds good. Let's have a match right here, right now. And Trick's like, no, not for these undeserving people. You wishy-washy fans wish you could get Trick Williams for free. Let's do it in 2 weeks in a nice city like Philadelphia, who knows something about champions. We can make it happen there. And then who should appear but TNA's Moose, who walks out. He's got history, obviously, with several people in there.
History.
He says, Trick James, Tricky Williams, Trick NA, allow me to snap you back to reality. In 10 days at TNA's Emergence, you have a date with the face of the franchise. After I take that TNA World Championship off your waist, the one name that's going to be synonymous to whooping that Trick is Moose. Oba, don't for a second think I forgot about what happened at NXT Roadblock.
I had.
But then lights go off. Here comes DarkState.
Not another one.
Except they just get their asses handed to them, and Moose chucks them out onto the pile, basically.
The hell are they up to? Those J-Browns. One promo train, setting up matches across two brands that I hate. This was one of the... I hate this. That was rubbish. I will say about Javon Evans, you never know, man, with him. He could probably say something very stupid. He's sometimes prone to do. But the fans like him a lot.
Yeah.
He comes off as himself.
Yeah. And yes, this is, subsequently set up 2 weeks of DarkState matches, at least, and some big stuff for Whip going forward. Oh, boy. Okay, we go backstage, and there is a close personal friend of ours, Stax.
Yeah.
And we see him interact with someone I don't think we've ever seen him interact with before. It's Arianna Grace. Oh, my God. This is incredible.
No.
She walks up to Stax and says, hey, Channing. And Stax says,
It's just absolutely awful.
It's just Stax. And Arianna says, oh, stop it. You don't have to play games with me. I just came to check on you. Check on me? Because he got slapped last week by Inamura. For the slap?
Sorry, if Stax was singing check on me instead of take on me, what would it sound like?
Check on me. Check on me. I'm going to be all right. Inamura's going to pay. And then the brawl from Nia and Lash comes through and distracts everyone. And I'm like, no, get back to this. But we did later on. So
You're very happy, aren't you?
I'm absolutely... There's several things on this show. We're about to get to, arguably, I think, our favourite point that I was like, this is NXT in its purest form and best.
Quintessential.
Yes, absolutely. Because also backstage following this, Wren Sinclair is stood with Charlie Dempsey. Charlie's a bit down in the dumps because everyone's left apart from her. He says, I'm just too bloody good of a coach. That's why they all leave. Wren says, yeah, you cheer yourself up, you. You know what I like to do when I'm feeling down? I like to sing a song. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. And Dempsey's like, shut up. He's not going to appear. And Joe Hendry emerges from a fridge.
Oh, my God.
Amazing.
This
Hilarious.
is amazing. This is really well done. Knowingly contrived as all hell. Like, you are invited to think, has he just been in a fridge the entire time?
Yes.
What if no one said his name? Would he awkwardly just step out?
Yeah.
Just it really, sometimes something is so stupid that it in fact just works for me, and this is one of those times.
So Joe's happy to be back on NXT. Dempsey, he calls Dempsey sourpuss, and Dempsey's completely miserable and says, you're the last thing NXT needs right now. Joe very kindly has an outfit that he also gets from the fridge to give to Charlie Dempsey, because I didn't realize until I watched this back about 5 times. But Wren Sinclair, throughout this whole thing, until she reveals it, obviously, is wearing the Joe Hendry outfit. Dempsey pokes fun at Joe for trying to go viral. Viral? Isn't that like a virus? And Wren's like, the only thing that cheers this guy up is wrestling. Joe's like, all right, how about we have a wrestling match next week? And Wren accepts and has a lovely selfie with Joe to close out this brilliant bit of work.
5 stars.
Yeah. Speaking of 5 stars, we then get Stax versus Yoshiki and Inamura.
Yeah, it was bang average and then a weird finish.
It was incredible. Stax, smartly, we said he was doing his homework on the plane. Doesn't mess around with Inamura. Attacks him before the bell. But Inamura comes back and slams Stax off the top and fires up with those chops and power offense of him. Sends Stax to the outside. There's a stiff slap in there to poor Stax as well. But then, who should appear but Arianna Grace? Remember her from earlier? She comes out and slaps Inamura across the face. The referee gets involved to eject her from ringside. But as he's distracted with all this, Josh Briggs runs in, drops Inamura with a big boot.
They're feuding.
And Stax pins him.
Yeah. I tell you what I did like. Stax doing the impression of Inamura doing that thing on the top rope to generate the momentum. He was funny. We know he's funny.
We know he's
part
funny,
of Stax. But the Arianna Grace stuff was like, that's weird. I mean, they're together in real life.
Engaged, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is, absolutely more of this sort of thing. 100%.
Your eyes are literally
I'm just
lighting up.
Ecstatic. Oh, sorry.
What?
Oh, my, those, you get the DVDs by post, the Love Film thing. I think mine's just arrived at the office.
Oh, from earlier?
Yeah.
Right.
From new films.
Also, what did you
Tremors.
order? Oh, yeah, what else?
The Long Goodbye and
Boogie Nights, wasn't it?
Boogie Nights. Yes,
Yeah, I've been telling him to watch Boogie Nights.
So I'm going to pick that up.
When did you order these, like 2020?
Yeah, it's been a while actually.
Yeah.
It's taken a, because I bet he's in that company shut down, but I'm
Nearly,
trying to
was it?
good to see that, completing the orders that were made.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'll just go and check on this. But
Go on.
let us know your thoughts on the future for Stax and Arianna Grace, I suppose.
That's right. Off you. Go on. Hey, Sidgwick.
Hello, you're right. I couldn't care less. Let's instead, Nicholas is Isaac. He's going, isn't he?
Nah.
You've been steadfast about this the entire time, haven't you?
I think I don't think they'll pay the money. I think they're demanding it be cheaper, and I don't think we'll budge on it. And then
What happens, right? If that's your theory, if we'd actually signed Sheshko,
we got 2 strikers.
well, I guess that answers that then. Oh well.
Because that's the joke, Michael. If we have 1 striker and then we get another striker, that's oh.
How's it going, guys?
It's Guy. Wilbourn's not here.
I got him a little birthday present.
He's already got one.
I thought he might like it, little drinks bottle with his tea man. He's not here. Where the hell is he?
He's collecting something from downstairs. He's here's something. So we were talking about our Letterboxd top 4 favorite movies, basically. So he's ordered from a now defunct service some of mine and Nicholas's picks to better his film knowledge or whatever, or just have some good times alone. One question: how do you have fun times alone? 2 questions: how do you have fun times alone?
Jacket.
2, what are your 4 favorite movies?
Godfather. And 3 backup copies of The Godfather in case the first one doesn't work. I ain't seen no other movies.
Okay.
I hear there are 2 other Godfathers that I need to check out.
Second one is excellent. I actually haven't seen the third purely because it's known almost entirely.
You don't need to say it.
Yeah, it's known entirely, Stax, as a film that disgraces the first 2.
It's crazy how much it doesn't feel like a Godfather film. It feels like a 80s, there's like SWAT teams and that bursting through skylights. It's mental.
Oh, I might watch it.
Yeah, no, don't.
It sounds tits.
Nah, it's not. It's the pits. Actually, it's the opposite.
Isn't Sophia Coppola like distractingly?
Oh my god,
film
yeah.
ruiningly bad. I've read that.
Wow, yeah. She's like all the children actors in those 28 days and 28 weeks films. Just bad.
Bad.
That's such a shame. I was going to give him a present for his birthday, which is on Friday, by the way, so still time to send cash in an envelope to the office, I suppose, if you want to do that, or get a cameo from him or something. I don't know. But, I mean, speaking of birthdays, actually, it's Andy Warhol's birthday today.
Ah, happy birthday, Andy Warhol.
Yeah.
Andy Warhol looks a scream, hanging manual.
He's that art guy, isn't he? What's the deal with art, Sidgwick?
Art is, an expression of one's inner self, manifest, and, paintings, film, music. It's your way of interpreting the world sent out there to challenge it, to celebrate it, to admonish it. It's all completely subjective, but at the same time, there's good stuff and there's bad stuff. And if you're an idiot, you like the bad stuff. So it's not that subjective.
My girlfriend's a bit of an artist.
All right.
Yeah, whenever she's a bit upset, I kind of let her draw things on my body. That's right. I give her my shoulder to crayon.
I like that. That's clean.
3 jokes, 3 questions for you. Why did the piece of art have to go to jail?
Why did the piece of art have to go to jail? Right. Van Gogh, Rembrandt, L.S. Lowry. I like his paintings. Why did the piece of art have to go to jail? Because it was... I don't know.
So goddamn close, Sidgwick. Why did the piece of art have to go to jail? Because it was framed.
Ah, excellent.
Young
I'm going to tell James that. Genuinely, you'll like it.
Tell him this one. He'll like it too. What did the art thief say? What did the art thief say?
Okay. The art thief said... take a picture, it'll last longer.
Good night, right? What did the art thief say? Give me all your Monet!
Because he's an artist.
L.S. Lowry.
Yeah.
Question joke number 3. Tell this one to James. What is the difference between a piece of art and my girlfriend?
What's the difference between a piece of art and my girlfriend? Let's try and think about this. I need one, like a consolation goal. What is the difference?
It's about like looking in a gallery, like looking and not touching.
Yeah, potentially.
Like
she lets me look but not touch.
the difference though, and that would be the same.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Pretty goddamn close. Good work, team, but not quite right. What is the difference between a piece of art and my girlfriend? She is something you definitely should touch while it's still wet. See you later, guys.
Bye, Stacks. Well, I've got nothing more to say about that segment of TV.
Oh,
No, nothing.
It's because it's shut down.
Yeah, shut down. They've just come to tell me. They haven't got him. So.
Why would they come to tell you that
it's just
and not
courteous, I
use a
suppose.
courier
Dunno.
that they no longer employ because they don't exist?
probably why they've shut down.
Or
'cause
just
they've
sent you
been
an email.
Could have done that, yeah.
sending staff members on errands was probably quite costly. That'll be
Yeah, they should just email. That's
Yeah.
probably why they went out of
that's why they
business.
went out of business. Yeah, so it makes sense if anything.
Fatal Influence are making fun of Kehlani Jordan for beating Blake Monroe by count out. Kehlani Jordan calls Fatal Influence the most dysfunctional tag team in the locker room. Jasmine Nix shows up with the newly polished championships and tells Kehlani and Lola Vice, you've got no right stepping up to the leader of the women's division and her sidekick, Fallon Henley. And Jasmine has bumped into Ava earlier on in the night. We didn't, unfortunately, see this conversation. But she's got Fatal Influence a tag team match next week, presumably now against those two. Fallon Henley does a nice little, did you just call me a sidekick?
Yeah.
Fun
More trash dialogue.
And then the brawl from Nia Jax and Lash continues through Zarya telling Son Ruca to win in the main event, basically.
Yeah, main event time?
Nope. The North American champion Ethan Page comes out. Your thoughts on the red and white belt?
I think it looks awful. Genuine. It's not just because it's the colour of Sunderland AFC. I just generally don't think it looks good.
I like it. He says today marks the...
It's like... Fundamentally, the strap should complement the plate and bring it into focus, and it's the wrong way around. But yeah, it's probably a good thing that a heel custom belt looks garish.
Indeed. Yeah.
God, I'm tired. I'm just blew my beans after bloody Aleister Black, man.
Your beans.
Blew my beans off a bomb. I can get blue sometimes, you know. Everybody does it. Animal instinct and all that.
Just turned into a guy from New Jersey all of a sudden. Hey, don't.
I'm blowing my beans here.
Hey, don't. You know what I told him, don't? I told him I blew my beans.
Oh. Hey, Tony, I said to the guy, gonna be your first blowjob.
Saw your mother down at the bonbon stand.
What do you call a piece of cow furiously masturbating? Beef stroganoff. It works because
beef jerky.
Beef jerky too. It also works. It's not actually the correct term, but it's like, beef stroganoff is what you actually call it. But it sounds like stroganoff, which is ejaculate. I'm not sure. I don't think cows can actually masturbate because they don't got the hooves. But
Maybe they could line that back. Just rub those shoes against the cocks.
If they could, though, that's four hands.
Hey, picture that. Huh? What do you think?
That's four hands if they could do it. You know what I'm saying?
There's 6 cocks if I know my others.
It's one thing or the other.
Today marks the 70th day as the greatest North American champion of all time, says Ethan Page. Even with that, I would like to give credit where credit's due, he says. Even with that vile reptilian sock and his best efforts, Santinarella was just not able to get the job done. But on a more positive note, Santinarella is still Canadian, which makes him better
What
than
do
all
you
of
call a deer with no eyes?
I don't know.
No idea. I know the answer, though. That is the answer.
What you call, actually, just to build on that joke there, thanks, Aleister, is what do you call a deer with no eyes?
Well, there's two of us, the two Alaisters.
Two Alaisters.
What do you call a deer, actually, with no eyes and no legs? Still no idea. So, that's because I do know the answer to that one as well. He's unable to move and see due to lack of legs and eyes.
Lack of legs. Reminds me of my favorite character from Lord of the Rings, which is Legolas, obviously. Great guy.
Yeah, he's got it. He's like top 3 with a bullet, this character.
Yeah,
already,
yeah, he's great. It's all good stuff.
It is funny.
It is funny. And here's why.
Bing bong.
Squeeze me. Squeeze me.
So anyway, Ethan Page lists great Canadians and puts himself at number 1, obviously. He's going to sing the Canadian national anthem when he's interrupted by Tavion Heights. We mentioned him earlier. And he says, no one tuned into NXT tonight to hear what sounds like a Canadian goose dying is. You represent your country, fair enough. I represent the Team USA at the Olympic Games. But you need to be knocked off your pedestal. You need to be knocked off that maple leaf sucking perch you're standing on.
Awful. The show stinks.
I'm a weapon in human form, says Tavion Heights.
I love when Americans say that.
Yeah,
because in Blighty, weapon is like an insult.
Yeah, isn't there someone
It's Josh
Yeah,
Alexander.
the walking weapon.
It doesn't have quite the same impact here in the UK.
I'm the walking weapon. You sure are, pal.
Lose matches much?
Ethan wants no part of this, though. He says, Tavion, I'll give you credit. You crawled your way out of the NQCC. So how about you learn how to walk and then run before you even try and dance with all ego, buddy? Tavion says, you think you're funny, you think you got dance moves. Guess what, buddy? You got another thing coming. And then who should appear but Chelsea Green? Huge pop for her in the Secret Service. She gets Tavion's name wrong and says, how dare you interrupt the greatest North American to ever hold a North American title? This man inspires millions of Canucks daily. Slagents, I heard that one time off a moose. He fought off a moose, and the moose apologized.
What?
You know what they say? The best American heroes come from Canada. But yes, he's the model Canadian, second only to moi. That's French Canadian for me. If you didn't know, the first ever, longest reigning, most dangerous United States women's champion is a proud Canadian. I came out to support my countrymen and sing the Canadian national anthem until your rude, ignorant Americans ruined it. She's got her Secret Service there to protect her. But let's be honest, even a low-life, trashy American like yourself would never have the balls to hit a woman like me. Tavion says, you're right, I wouldn't. And he chins Ethan Page whilst warning Chelsea he'll find the woman who will.
Yep, mixed tag coming up. Terrible jokes. Chelsea Green's personality continues to elevate awful stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my marks.
Tavion versus Ethan Page is going to be good.
Yeah, I know. I tell you something about Ethan Page. It's wild how much of a star he feels compared to Ricky Sainz.
Yeah.
I know he's won the program, so I'm presumably meant to think that. But no, he's got that Fed thing down, hasn't he, Ethan?
There was a sit-down with Ricky Sainz in amongst all this.
Yeah, and it was rubbish and weird.
Yeah, does he feel like he has a target on his back? He said yes, but he came in and put the target on his own back.
Then people have taken the target out, so well done.
He says that Jasper Troy is young and angry, doesn't have a plan, making his way. It's like a paradox. You can't plan for that. Yes, he wants to make it to Raw and SmackDown, but he wants to win the NXT title first, and he's going to face Jasper Troy in Philly, and things won't end up like the way they did before, which means presumably the ramp won't collapse this time.
Like, this was such a weird promo. He comes off as like this kind of sketchy, paranoid guy. They need to turn him heel yesterday, Ricky Sainz. They need to turn this dude heel yesterday.
I don't know what's going on, because like we said, it felt like, okay, well, he's lost, so obviously he's going to be joining the Vision. And then it's just not happened.
Yeah.
And now, he's just sort of...
I don't really care about him that much.
In amongst all this, I should say, we see Javon Evans backstage arguing with Moose and Oba Femi and Trick Williams. They're in Ava's office, actually. And Ava comes in and announces, Javon, you'll fight Trick Williams in 2 weeks in Philadelphia.
You'll fight Trick Williams in 2 weeks in Philadelphia.
And the winner of that match will face Oba Femi at NXT Heatwave. I like it warm, don't like it this warm.
And the winner of that match will face Oba Femi at Heatwave. At NXT Heatwave, I like it warm, but not too warm. It's warm.
Javon wants to know why he has to wait so long. And Ava announces that next week, Javon, Moose, Trick, and Oba.
Javon moves Trick and Oba.
Will now be facing DarkState.
Will now be facing DarkState.
In an 8-man tag.
And it's going to be ass.
Hank and Tank walk in. They want a piece of DarkState too. And she announces that the tag titles will be on the line.
The tag titles will be on the line.
Against two members of DarkState.
Against two members of... No, she doesn't. Against two members of DarkState.
At NXT Heat Wave, I like it warm, don't like it this warm.
At NXT Heat Wave, I like it warm, I don't like it this warm.
Then she tells everyone to leave her office.
My office, please.
Excellent. Main event time.
Hey, baby.
Women's North American title on the line. Sol Ruca versus Tatum Paxley. We see Sol Ruca earlier on getting a surfboard, and the fans are doing this like wave thing. It's like not a Mexican wave. It's just like, way, way. Quite like that.
I'm glad they're having fun.
But Sean Spears, the coloring, they're all out there. He jumps up on the apron for a distraction. So Sol does a moonsault onto everybody who gets involved to take us to a break. When we come back, Tatum has taken over. She's working the neck, targeting it with neck breakers and what have you. Sol Ruca makes a comeback, super kicks Paxley, and hits a rude awakening neck breaker.
Rude awakening. So when you get caught, mate?
Yes, indeed.
Like sounds like rude awakening a little bit, but it's actually not that.
Paxley cuts her off with a kick, springboards into a whisper in the wind for a near fall.
Yep.
Crowd are loving this at this point.
They are, to be fair. I'm not, but they are.
Ruca and Paxley tease a superplex.
I'm liking it, though.
Ruca gets a sunset bomb, but misses a charge in the corner. Paxley gets a roll-up. Ruca counters Paxley's finisher into a pin herself, but Paxley kicks out. And Ruca lands on her feet after flipping off the ropes. And Ruca spears Paxley into a corner. They set up on the top. It looks like Ruca's going for some sort of springboard. But Tatum Paxley reverses into a huge avalanche neck breaker. Oh, my God. This could be the title changing hands. But as Sean Spears tries to slip Tatum Paxley her doll, Izzi Dame stops her. In amongst all this as well, you remember I mentioned Nia Jax and Lash Legend were brawling through the building. They spill out here, and it's a spot. It's an amazing spot. It's never seen before. They go through the barricade. Unbelievable. Anyway, all this distraction has taken Paxley out of the match. And out of nowhere, Sol hits the Soul Snatcher to get the 1, 2, 3 and retain her North American title.
Yeah, when I was watching this match, and I'm like, making notes in my head at the same time as watching it, I suppose, and I'm thinking, bloody hell, Tatum Paxley has really got something. Like, she is, out of most wrestlers, not just the women's division in NXT, has that just grasp on intent, flying into everything, even the things that the match calls for her to miss, as if she's going to actually complete the move. She really conducts herself as if she's present in the moment. Big fan of the work. Actually, not a big fan, that would suggest I really care, but I think she's very good. What do these thoughts matter when this is completely and utterly brain dead? I'm not... You, with a straight face, somehow managed to read the line, and Sean Spears passes her the doll. So I'm thinking, okay, doll, terrible foreign object. I mean, it probably wouldn't be pleasant getting whacked over the head with, like, plastic. But it's not like a steel chair. You know what I mean? And all this commotion happens, and all I can think of was, oh, well, that means the heel's going to win new champ. She instead just is like, she's got a doll in her hand and then gets pinned. It's an absolutely diabolical set of circumstances, this. She gets handed one of the worst weapons in wrestling history and is too crazy to effectively use it.
He's distracted by Nia Jax and Lash Legend going through a barricade.
Some babyface Sol Ruca is well done. You beat someone who's basically cosplaying as a young, disturbed child with a creepy doll, and you beat her because, not in a fair fight, she got distracted. A babyface victory for Sol Ruca.
Concentrate when you're in there with Sol Ruca.
Next stop, WrestleMania.
It's a fun episode of NXT, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below or on X at WhatCulture WWE. Watch there. You can follow all three of us. You can follow Michael Sidgwick at
M. Sidgwick.
You can follow our producer, Adam Nicholas, at...
It's Adam Nicholas.
And you can follow me at Adam Wilbourn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE. Watch they can subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcasts from, for daily wrestling podcasts. The Dynamite preview is available right now. And podcasts too. But for now, this has been the NXT review. My thanks to Sidgwick, to Stacks. Thank you for joining us. And we will see you soon.